New Japan Cup 2021 semifinals and finals took place over the course of this weekend. We were in Osaka Joe Hall, familiar territory to us, man. If this is your first time checking us out, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're the almighty SOS Wrestling Network. Sure, like I said, be sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. I'm the Pro Wrestling Fly Guy, man. You know, Stardust Shuyaku, Tetsuya Naito. Pro Wrestling Fly Guy do not like ugly, and these two shows were not ugly, especially the semifinals and the finals leading up to the New Japan Cup final, which we're going to get into right here. So, like I said, we're in Osaka Joe Hall. The first semifinal match that we had Shingo Takagi taking on Zack Sabre Jr., and we had Tetsuya Naito, of course, taking on Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker, the current IWGP World Heavyweight Champion right here. So, we got Shingo Takagi actually getting submitted by a rear naked choke by Zack Sabre Jr. in the semifinal, a little under 20 minutes, 19 minutes, 24 seconds right here. These guys don't really interact too much, and I thought this match was really actually pretty damn good, man. I enjoyed the work both of these fellas did right here, moving Zack Sabre Jr. on to the final, which moves us on to the main event of the Saturday show. We had Kazuchika Okada and Tetsuya Naito. These guys are not strangers to each other. We got Naito, who in this tournament has not been able to put anybody away with the Destino. He hasn't really been able to hit it. He's been putting people away with, pinning combinations, and he did that once more, hitting Okada with the Povo de Estrella around 27 minutes, 42 seconds to advance himself to the finals to take on his familiar foe, his familiar rival, that being Zack Sabre Jr. And that's the show we're going to talk about today, the show that just happened this morning. So the first match we had Bushi representing LIJ, taking on Young Lion Kosei Fujita. Bushi tapped the Young Lion out in a little over 7 minutes and 20 seconds to be exact, with the Boston Crab right here. Solid opening contest. It's always good to see Bushi get a win because it's so rare to see him get wins nowadays. So even if it's against a Young Lion, I'll take it for the Jet Black Deathmatch himself. So moving on up the card to match number 2, we had Master Wato, Raizuke Taguchi, Jado, Tamatanga Tagaloa, otherwise known as the Guerrillas of Destiny, taking on Bullet Club's Bad Luck Fale, Chase Owens Ghetto, El Fantasmo, and Taichi Ishimori. I enjoyed this 10-man tag. This 10-man tag came to an end when Jado actually had Ghetto in the crossface of Jado, but then we have Chase Owens hitting Jado with the C trigger, then pulling Ghetto over Jado to get the pinfall for the Bullet Club right here. And this is kind of built into the story of the Guerrillas of Destiny, kind of trying to gel with the Hantai team because they haven't really teamed with these guys in a long time, if at all. So it's kind of telling that story right there. Thought it was a solid 10-man tag. Then moving on up the card, the next 6-man tag team match we had Suzuki Guns, Taichi, Minoru Suzuki, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru taking on Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano of Chaos. We got Taichi putting this match away, getting the victory on Yo with the Yokozuna elbow, 8 minutes, 4 seconds right here. This is a good 6-man tag team match right here. We know we know Tomohiro Ishii and Minoru Suzuki are going to go over to America here for WrestleMania weekend, so they're going to continue the rivalry here over in the States. We're going to probably have a similar match between Toru Yano and Taichi for that King of Pro Wrestling 2022 trophy, so that's going to be good. Yeah, man, I like that Taichi is incorporating that elbow. It was a nice elbow that he hit on Yo. So another good 6-man tag team match, another good multi-man match. Moving on up the card, we got a tag team match right here that didn't really even get to take off. We had Taka Michinoku and El Desperado representing Suzuki Gun, taking on the House of Torture / Bullet Club's Yujiro Takahashi and Show right here. They got the victory in about 37 seconds because Show actually jumped Taka Michinoku and El Desperado before the match right here. He ran around the arena, then he came back around during the entrance and he jumped him, threw him in the ring. He hit, I think he hit El Desperado with a wrench right here. He threw Taka Michinoku to the ring. Taka Michinoku was hit by the big juice from Yujiro Takahashi. Then from that note, he got hit with the snake bite. 37 seconds, match is over right here. Show stakes his claim for the challenge for the junior heavyweight title after the match. So I'm presuming that match is going to happen in Hyper Attack on April 9th. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll talk about that card when that card is released. Moving on up the card, we have the United Empire, see Aaron Hanari, Great-O-Khan, Jeff Cobb, and Will Ospreay taking on Tamaki Homa, Togi Makabe, Yoshihashi, and Hiroki Goto. The crux of this match is we're going to get Great-O-Khan and Jeff Cobb challenging for the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team titles against Bishamon, not Fisherman, as Jeff Cobb has been calling them. At some point, I'm presuming it's going to be Hyper Attack as well. So we get Jeff Cobb getting a victory for the United Empire, tour the islands, a little over 10 minutes. He hits Tamaki Homa with it. So this was solid as well, but like I said, the main story of this match was Cobb and O-Khan taking on the Bishamon team. So I really feel like I didn't get a lot of Will Ospreay or Aaron Henare here, but that's just me, man. So moving on up the card, we got LIJ, Los Ingobernables de Japón, Shingo Takagi, and Hiromu Takahashi taking on and defeating the House of Torturous, Evil, and Dick Togo around 7 minutes 45 seconds. Hiromu Takahashi actually pinned Dick Togo with Evil. Then after the match on the mic, he proceeds to sun Evil, saying that he shouldn't be the one to challenge him for the title. Evil should be the one really wanting to challenge him since he beat him in the New Japan Cup, making Evil pretty much look like a goddamn fool right here. And then Evil, post-match, when Hiromu was in the interview era, of course, tags him because, you know, he's going to be jealous because he just was one up by Hiromu Takahashi. But, I mean, it is what it is on that, man. You can't be really too mad, bro. He just sunned you. You just got to get better next time, bro. Do better. So then the penultimate match of the show, we have Tiger Mask, Satoshi Kojima, Kazuchika Okada, and the ace Hiromu Takahashi, or not Hiromu Takahashi, but he could be an ace in his own right, but Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on Tatsumi Fujinami, and the strong cards consisting of El Lindemann, T-Hawk, and CIMA right here. We get Kazuchika Okada hitting T-Hawk with a Rainmaker about 14 minutes and 18 seconds. I thought this was a solid 8-man match right here. And yeah, El Lindemann, hopefully he'll be in the best of the Super Junior. I'm hoping that. I'm presuming CIMA might be as well, but the way they're booking him, they're kind of booking him as an open weight, which I'm totally fine with. So I would like CIMA to kind of mix it up with the heavyweights, presumably, as opposed to the junior heavyweights. I don't really want to pigeonhole him, but it's kind of weird to see Tatsumi Fujinami on this card. I thought it was like the 50th anniversary show once over again, but I guess I was just wrong right here. But hey, no, this is solid action, man. So then in the main event of the show, we have in the New Japan Cup final right here, we have my man, Tetsuya Naito, taking on Zack Sabre Jr. in the finals of the New Japan Cup 2022. Like I mentioned before, Kazuchika Okada and Shingo Takagi fell to both of these men respectively. Shingo Takagi fought to Zack Sabre Jr., Okada following Tetsuya Naito. So both of these guys fought back and forth throughout this main event. But ultimately, it was Zack Sabre Jr. who picked up with the win. After Naito initially kicked out of the penalty kick, ZSJ followed up with the Tornado DDT, before he followed up with a second spinning corkscrew Zack driver for the victory right here. Post-match, ZSJ thanked Naito here with the former IWGP Heavyweight Champion returning respect to said ZSJ before ZSJ announced he was won the final being 100% vegan. And he actually, I guess, was approved by George Michael. And George Michael told him to go with Bloody Techers, and that's what he absolutely did. And Zack Sabre Jr. claimed that he's not only the best technical wrestler in the world, but soon to be, he's going to be the best wrestler in the world. April 9th comes when he captures that IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So on his way to the final, Zack Sabre Jr. beat Ryohei Oyadoki, the Great Okan, Will Ospreay, Shingo Takagi, like I said, and finally Tetsuya Naito right here. So it's just the second New Japan Cup that he won. He won his first one in 2018, and it's kind of ironic that in his first victory that he got, he beat Tetsuya Naito in the first round. In the second New Japan Cup victory, he beats Tetsuya Naito in the final round. So we'll be back with New Japan action here at the end of the week, because that's when I believe they resume action here with the Hyper Attack Tour. So we'll be back then. You know who we are, man. I think New Japan Cup was totally a success. Maybe do we need to have as many members as we did and many participants? Maybe not, but that is what it is. I'm glad to see the guys we did get, so I can't really complain about that too much, man. It is what it is. But yeah, well, like I said, we'll be back for New Japan action with Hyper Attack. In the meantime, between time, I'll have some wrestling action to satiate all of our appetites. So just sit back, relax for all that. But you know who we are. Almighty SOS Wrestling Network. Please be sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell a friend and tell a friend, because like I tell y'all always, the price of subscription is free $99, goddammit. Like I said, pretty damn good New Japan Cup overall. I'm pretty satisfied. I didn't see Zack Sabre Jr. winning this thing, if you ask me from the beginning. I really didn't know who was going to win. So Zack Sabre Jr. is actually a really refreshing surprise. Shout out to ZSJ. Man, the Pro Wrestling Fly Guts up out of here. Starter Shiaku, you know, all that good stuff, man. I'm done. Been a damn good New Japan Cup. There's really nothing more I can say about it, and I'm out of here, man. Peace.